Well, I think a number of things stress me out. I think the difficult thing about stress is like pinpointing exactly what that is.
Not being able to make decisions, like being really indecisive. I get really stressed out when I can't pick one way or the other, even if it's like most simple of things, like not school related, just pretty much anything, just in general because I'm an indecisive person. But not being able to be sure and confident about a decision or about myself is really is also really stressing, but also really heartbreaking too. So that's what stresses me out.
Too much work stresses me out when it builds up, when I've agreed to do too many projects. You know, I've got school, I've got theater, I've got music, and they're all building up, and I have too much on my plate all due at the same time. That's stressful.
The pressure to know what I want to do with my life this early, and just college applications. And I think like being a teenager is a really stressful time just in general, because everything's like put on you at once, and I feel like I'm drowning in all these different pressures, like from friends and school and teachers and parents.
What stresses me out is lack of time. I don't have the time to do everything I need to do. Students that don't do their work, that stresses me out. And life in general.
As an adult, you know, you work a lot, you have a job, and so I think the thing that stresses me out the most is when that job follows me home. It takes up too much of my personal life. I think it's, you know, I find myself getting really frustrated and stressed out when that happens.
I think honestly what stresses me out is like how people perceive me when I'm trying to explain myself. Like in class a lot, I tend to wanna, I take a couple of AP classes and a lot of G2 classes, and I always kind of feel like everyone around me is more intelligent than I am, and everybody's like giving answers really quickly and formulating them really quickly, and they're getting out what they want to say exactly how they want to say it, and I just have a lot of trouble doing that, and it really frustrates me in class when I can't say exactly what I want to say, and it stresses me out because I feel like if I don't say it in an intelligent and an articulate way, then people find me like really stupid or unintelligent, and I really hate when people like perceive me as not being as intelligent of a person that I am, and it really just like stresses me out a lot.
Mainly my social life, because I'm always freaking out about the relationships that I'm making with people, and I always think that I'm messing up, and for some reason I always just stress out about how people view me, because I really want them to see me as a genuinely nice person, and that's what I really try to be. Then I end up kind of freaking out too much about it, and so that stresses me out.
School and grades, and making sure my grades are good.
I think school definitely plays a major role in my stress, especially like overwhelming amounts of work, and a lot of the times teachers don't cooperate, and so I'll have an overwhelming amount of work in multiple classes, and that definitely adds to stress.
Then when it comes to like schoolwork, for me it isn't really how hard the work is, it's more about like how much work we get, because we get a lot.
Yeah.
A huge workload.
I think sometimes like teachers forget like you have separate lives. You know, like you have priorities like in your like separate life from school, and like when you're at school, it's kind of like if you think about it this way, think about it. Why do I have to bring work from school home when I can't bring sleep from home to school?
working all the time can be really stressful. But I think, I mean, I don't know how else to put it, like play like fun things. That's really important for me. I do a number of things. I run, I like play instruments. That's the kind of stuff I like to do. I juggle.
We know.
I take baths, and when I relieve stress, I tell myself that it's okay to be really, really angry. I yell, I scream, I express myself in any way that I can, and then I settle down and I really try to take care of myself. I make sure that I'm drinking water, I make sure that I have enough sleep, so I just kind of get back into that, okay, I'm okay.
I really try not to get stressed out. Like, even if, like what I said before, I still get stressed out, but I try not to, because like all it does is put me in a really bad mood and I get really angry towards people. So I guess I like go to sleep, I guess.
Honestly, I used to work out a lot, and that really helped. But I like going for a massage if I can. I'm just kind of like cuddling up with my daughter on the couch. Pretty much what I do.
That's so cute. I watch TV and procrastinate, which makes me more stressed. So.
So what I usually end up doing as soon as I get home is just watch whatever's on TV, or if I'm watching a show online, I just continue with that. And that usually calms me down after like a really hard work day. That's just the best remedy for me, and I do it a lot, so that helps.
I make sure to get sleep and have at least 30 minutes of not doing work, which sometimes doesn't happen, but I try to do that.
I take 1 minute to do deep breathing and like isolate all my thoughts and just make them disappear, all the anxiety and like angry thoughts. And that's what I do, because honestly, if you keep it, I mean, I personally don't keep it balled up inside of me, because for me it fuels up and I lash out at people. So if I can just eliminate and like let it all freely without non-violence or like explosions, it helps.
I think one of the things that does relieve stress is learning new things for yourself, and even little things. Like just this past year, I'm working on a film about throat singers, and so I'm watching these guys throat sing, and I'm thinking, how do they do that? And I just started trying to do it, and eventually it kind of happened. You know, and now I practice before I do it in my car, so people don't make fun of me. I do it on the way to school and on the way home. I practice my throat singing in the car.
Could you demonstrate for us?
I will try. There are lots of people here.
Okay.